Alright, another viewer request. I'm pretty sure this one was from Centurion. This is Chino XL Wordsmith. If you enjoy the content, link's going to be in the description below. Head on over and give this video a like. While you're here, I'm not saying you have to, but if you're feeling generous, press that button that's underneath my face on this side and it helps get the video out with the algorithm. You slap that big red button that says subscribe, then you get to help me stick it to YouTube for restricting my content. Let's do it. Love those keys.
Yo, perfection, flawless, masterpiece, no mistakes. Back in the 1800s, I was burned at the stake. Metaphor, Mephistopheles, degrees I've achieved. The brain fluid it takes to believe would equal the 7 C's. I could reveal the true name of God. You go insane upon hearing it. Release enough winds to blow down pyramids. I'm the Michelangelo of syllables. Since I freestyle Genesis, been biblical. That's something you gotta give in. Yo, since born in my mama vaginal sauna, as a sonogram, I've been fond of phonics. It's ironic, even as an embryonic. Fed through an biblical. Don't that sound biblical? I've been a terror since I terrorist that of that uterus. Evil plans are made to defeat us as a feat us. Though now I walk in infamy. As a child they had an infamy. Was raised with guns and infantry and diapers in an infancy. The childhood of a hood that was raised in the hood. Cops said put your hands in the high sky. Threw my hands down in the high hood. Can't whine or drink wine. 9 planets planned it till it became apparent my parents shouldn't have been a parent. State to state we ransom. I wasn't worth no ransom. Money won't you handsome? A nigga wasn't handsome. Raised the mind like Charles Manson's. Knew I was some man's son, but which one? That made me strong, created my poison tongue. Perfection, flawless, masterpiece, no mistakes. Back in the 1800s, I was burned at the stake. Metaphor, Mephistopheles, degrees I've achieved. The brain fluid it takes to believe would equal the 7 C's. I could reveal the true name of God. You go insane upon hearing it. Release enough winds to blow down pyramids. I'm the Michelangelo of syllables. Since I freestyle Genesis, been biblical. That's something you gotta give in to. Why you cut school? Cause you ain't feel too good. I cut school cause my cuts ain't heal too good. Through all the physical abuse, my mind escaped through the gift of wordplay. I memorized encyclopedias and dictionaries. Anthems from antonyms, harmonies from homonyms. Created cinema from synonyms. Living to eliminate that illustrious life you living in. Wrote rhetoricals and rhythms. I could paralyze with a parable, make rhymes out of religion. Crucify you with a prefix or suffocate you with a suffix. Wrote lectures so infectious it's known to infect the listeners. Who dissing us? You'll punctuate. I punctuate. My karma's the comma to put you inside of a coma. Hyphen, dot, dot, semicolon, leave you semi-swollen question mark. You pregnant or you not? I love you, period. To sum it up, language is my essence. Fucked up in all my adolescence till my mom was adolescence. Laws are still convenient, still I robbed a convenience store. Love mom, fuck mom, shit I ain't love me no more. Mentally it didn't register, bitch. Empty the register, bitch. You just a cashier, bitch. Give the cashier, I'll shoot you in your cabbage. Hijack a getaway cab, bitch. Words ain't making me no loot, don't change no Dow Jones average. Regardless, they stole my innocence. The judge sentenced me to 3 lifetime sentences to write my life in times and sentences. Art my dark arch nemesis. They want me off the premises. That's what the premise is. Locked on a tear when you can't shed a tear at. Studied more Shakespeare than any African shakes a spear at. And the whole world fear that. And it hurts. I got caught killing time, but then I got away with words. Yo, perfection, flawless, masterpiece, no mistakes. Back in the 1800s, I was burned at the stake. Metaphor, Mephistopheles, degrees I've achieved. The brain fluid it takes to believe would equal the 7 C's. I could reveal the true name of God. You go insane upon hearing it. Release enough winds to blow down pyramids. I'm the Michelangelo of syllables. Since I freestyle Genesis, been biblical. That's something you gotta give in to. People can say whatever they want about me, but agree that I am the wordsmith. I am the wordsmith. They can try to reveal everything that I achieve, but agree that I am the wordsmith. I am the wordsmith. The love of words is deep in my veins. Must be to silence my pain. I am the wordsmith. Or I am the wordsmith. Even if I never move a million units, it's my blessing how I do it. I'm the wordsmith. I'm in a game full of morons, and they keep putting more on. I tutor the Torah, I'm in the core of the Quran. The mind's what I represent, and MCs better represent. I'm taking this rap and bullshit to the fullest extent. I have reservations, why Indians are on reservations. Told the Board of Education I was born of education. As far as disco, I leave you deader than disco. Rockin' sex and violence over sax and violins. Through your mind's camera lens, you in need of an ambulance. I'll knock you to the asphalt, it's your own asphalt. Your last thought, I never sell myself short to be famous. And taking it up to ain't us, just ain't us. The world could get the penis of this classical trained pianist. My P.O. was P.O.'d, handed a cup, told me the pianist. The linguist, musician, my college positions, my intuition told me that I wouldn't be a thought intuition. My education's all on my own, so I might have been born yesterday, but I rhyme like there's no tomorrow. Perfection, Flawless masterpiece, no mistakes. Back in the 1800s, I was burned at the stake. Metaphor, Mephistopheles, degrees I've achieved. The brain fluid it takes to believe would equal the 7 C's. I could reveal the true name of God. You go insane upon hearing it. Release enough winds to blow down pyramids. I'm the Michelangelo of syllables. Since our freestyle genesis been biblical, that's something you gotta give into. I am the Wordsmith.
All right. So just like disclaimer, the reason that I wasn't really vibing is okay. Second disclaimer. Nothing that I have against this is the fault of Chino XL. His lyrics are really good. He took shots, didn't miss them. Very good vocabulary, good delivery. There were some cadence issues, but I'm not entirely sure that was Chino having the cadence issues. And the keys and the beat's really nice. The beat itself is really nice. But whoever the producer was on this was not a good producer. Because I dabble in music production, and his lyrics are just drowned out by the beat. Like, especially if you're listening on headphones. Maybe if I was listening on like a cell phone, show my age. If I was listening on a cell phone, it probably wouldn't have been so bad. But because I can actually hear like the full depth of the music, like the beat's really drowning out his vocals. And beyond that, like the hook would have been really good if it wasn't for all of that post-production on it. I mean, I don't mean to defecate on anybody, but I'm hoping that producer got better at music production after making this. But Chino did an amazing job. I really liked it. I liked Chino's part, but I couldn't even like get into the beat because the further I got into the beat, I just couldn't hear what he was saying anymore. And I'm here to judge lyrics primarily. But yeah, if you enjoyed the content, like I said, if you listen to this on a cell phone, it's probably not going to be a problem at all. But if you listen to this on headphones, you're going to know what I'm talking about. If you enjoyed the content, link's going to be in the description below. Head on over, give it a like and a subscribe. While you're here, I'm not saying you have to, but if you're feeling generous, if you press that button under my face on this side, it helps get the video out with the algorithm. Slap that big red button that says subscribe, and you get to help me stick it to YouTube for restricting my content. Till next time, I love you all. Be notorious.